Philips Fit online coaching program.
All right, Marija, welcome to the call.
Thank you.
So, just want to recap on your progress so far. 6 weeks of work and effort, right? And you've done absolutely amazing. You've lost 3.2 kilos, which is half a stone in 6 weeks, which is fantastic. Body fat percentage has come down. You've lost over 13% of your total body fat, which is absolutely amazing. And in particular, about 18% reduction in the fat in the love handle region, which is absolutely amazing.
Probably love handles are a bit more difficult than the waist. I think they are going to be the last ones to stay. Yeah.
Well, that's it. Where there's the most fat, obviously, that's the ones that are going to hang around a little bit longer, right? So you've had a massive drop off there, 18% reduction in the love handles, which is fantastic. So great progress. Well done. So how are you feeling about your progress to date?
Well, I don't know. You keep saying everything is amazing, and my friends have started noticing like a difference and asking me what I'm doing, and like you look amazing. And a couple of my really close friends have seen like the progress photos, but I'm just I mean, I can see and feel the progress. I'm just not entirely sort of there or happy yet with it. Like I feel like I'm my worst critic. I feel like I could have done more maybe, or just can't see the end of it, or don't see as much as other people, I guess, see. They're more objective than I am, so maybe they are right and not me, obviously, in my perspective.
That's it. It's always difficult when you're judging yourself and you're not quite where you want to be yet.
Yeah.
So, we tend to be a little bit harsh on ourselves and critical, which is good because that gives us the motivation and inspiration and drive to keep going, right, and to keep trying and to keep making progress. So it's good to have that sort of a sort of healthy level of self-criticism.
But 100%, I can see it on the clothes, especially because I kind of keep wearing the same things for, let's say, a school run or going to work, and the clothes that possibly have been even too tight, couldn't wear, I can definitely wear them now. So even though I don't think it's all perfect, and it isn't, because I'm still kind of a little bit away from the goal weight, I do feel like there's been like a massive progress. And and for like when you say all those numbers, that it feels like a really big deal, so
absolutely.
Pretty good.
I think that's another key thing about tracking progress, right? Because if you hadn't have tracked any of those numbers, then you'd have been, I mean, my clothes are feeling a little bit looser, but I'm not really sure I'm making that much progress or whatever, because we're self-critical and everything else.
Yeah.
But having those numbers really shows you objectively the amazing progress that you have made so far, isn't it? And gives you that.
Yeah, because I would even couple of times a week or something, there would be some obviously changes in my body or in my routine or water or whatever, and then but then consistently I could see that the numbers are dropping, even though I have a bad day or a day where I'm a bit bloated, or what it is with women. So that's quite good, because otherwise I'd get discouraged constantly by the scales, or a bad bloated day, or a day after going out with the girls and having a bit more wine. And
no, awesome. Well done. You've done fantastic. So we're obviously going to keep pressing forward and keep tracking your progress over the coming 6 weeks. So what has been let's say your biggest challenge over the last 6 weeks in terms of the sort of nutrition and eating side of things?
Chocolate, wine and pizza.
Chocolate, wine and pizza. There we go.
They're they're the densest things that in calories, that you can consume, that I'm obviously obsessed about. I was always thinking whether it's pizza or burgers. Burgers are actually probably better because there's more protein. Pizza is just carbs and it's quite full on fat, and so that's something I really had to avoid, and especially the wine, and not just because of calories, but because you said it puts your weight loss, fat burning on hold or something like that. So it's quite a big obstacle in weight loss. So that was like, how do I, because in order to achieve this, you really can't be tucking into those things on a daily basis. You just can't. So that was really hard. That was one of the biggest ones. Yeah.
Sure. So how did you manage to navigate around that then over the last 6 weeks to get a handle on that?
Well, yeah. I mean, always the first day, like that Monday or whatever, it's always hard. And then you kind of say, well, is this going to make me happy now, eating all this? I'm probably going to feel a bit bad about it after a couple of hours. So, like, do I want to lose weight, or do I want to just keep eating chocolate whenever I feel like eating chocolate? So, yeah, I just trying to stay away and filling up on like good foods and lots of protein. Which actually made me feel quite full. So at least that hunger element's been quite absent in all of this. So, and then once the effects sort of started to show, then it kind of made sense to just stick with it, to maybe, indulge a little bit over the weekend, but then really, really go back on it from Monday onwards.
So the progress that you've experienced has really helped to fuel back in, to give you the motivation to stick to healthy eating and not be sort of loading up on chocolate every day and things like that. That's really good. So tell me a bit more about the wine, right, and the alcohol. How have you managed that? Have you gone teetotal for 6 weeks, or what have you done?
I have definitely not gone teetotal. So all of you people out there thinking that you have to go completely sober. No, I mean, I've been like once a week, I would, either have like, I'd go out on a social gathering, or I'd drink, with a friend somewhere, just, with a neighbor, whatever it is. But like, I definitely had as much wine as I wanted. But I would know that it's only then on that one day, and that kind of had to sort of cut back on it afterwards. And I think even my like tolerance, my whole body started rejecting it as much, because I wasn't really drinking it on a regular basis. So it would take much less to get me happy and all that. So it kind of worked, I guess.
Brilliant. That's really good. So just kind of setting up some boundaries around it, really, right? And saying, okay, well, all right, I'm going to allow myself to drink one day, and that's the day. And then 6 days we go sort of clean, and that's helped you to still, have a little bit of fun with that, and not having to go teetotal, but still being able to get amazing results over the last 6 weeks. So I guess you kind of gave me all this program and everything, and it kind of made sense, and like that you can have a life, and lose weight, and kind of can work, so to speak. Yeah. No, that's really great. So we've dealt with the chocolate, the alcohol, the pizza thing. That's cool. What are the sort of big challenges have you had over the last 6 weeks?
Well, I guess kind of making sure that, I don't just eat chicken and broccoli and rice, kind of bland stuff, and obviously the meal packs and recipes. So I'd maybe I'm just lazy or whatever. It was hard to sort of get organized, to do my shopping, to navigate meals, because when you have a child or whatever, they don't really eat the same things you do, even though they're nutritious or whatever. So you kind of cooking for yourself, cooking for someone else, prepping all this food, making sure you have stuff to take to work, or it's just a little bit of extra sort of, I guess it's hard, even though it should not be, to get all this planned and organized, to have fresh vegetables in your house, and meats, and to have planned out meals. I guess, some people are more organized than I am. So that was for me like, oh, what am I going to do about tomorrow? Or, do I do all the cooking on a Monday or a Sunday? So, that was quite hard for me too, because, I'd reach for easy meals, or I'd take something from the freezer quick and easy. And now I can't really do that anymore. So that was a bit of a shock.
Yeah. So, cool. So how did you manage to overcome that?
Well, making sure I have a list, and choosing my favorites for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I don't have to always kind of invent anymore. So I'd stick to what I've chosen. Several things that I know I can cook, well, they're going to turn out well. And it's then, you kind of go in a supermarket and all that shopping becomes really quick because you know what you're going for. And you've got all the condiments or all the sauces or let's say ingredients in your fridge already. So it's much easier for me to get organized. So I don't have to constantly think of what I'm going to eat. I kind of make a weekly plan.
Good. Yeah. So planning ahead, really, that's the key, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail, as they say.
But there are quite a few easy things that you can, even if I'm not, if I fail to plan something, there's quite a few easy things with, at least, especially for breakfast, that you can always fall back on. So that's kind of reassuring. If people think they constantly have to cook from scratch, they actually don't. So it's not that difficult, it's quite well planned out in all the recipes, and just stick to what you like and make sure you have it, sort of in your head or in your supermarket list.
Yeah, just about being mindful, really, about nutrition and food, isn't it? Instead of just getting carried away with life and then thinking, oh crap, I've got nothing to eat, what am I going to have for dinner? Just being a bit more organized and thinking ahead, planning ahead, and then just getting on with it. Yeah That's awesome. Cool stuff. So what piece of advice would you give to anyone listening to this who's been struggling with getting a handle on healthy eating?
Well, I don't know, really. You make me sound like I'm going to give some massive wisdom here, but nothing smart for me. It's basically just, it's daunting in the beginning. There are people out there who can't, I'm not a great cook, so it's just try and kind of find your steps in, day by day, and figure out what you like to cook from whatever program or recipe pack you're on or whatever. Because honestly, like, I have exercised and followed all that, but like, you really need to watch what you're eating. So the more you cook at home and prepare your own meals, it's going to be better, because literally everything I look at in the supermarkets, and it's just really hard to buy something healthy without all these like super processed added ingredients. So just take it step by step, and start simple recipes with what you like, and make sure it's all filling, and then it will kind of fall into place.
Brilliant. That's great advice. All right, good stuff, Marija. Well, you keep up your great work over the next 6 weeks. We'll be in touch, and we'll be checking in again with your 12-week progress.
Yes, definitely.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, you too. Thank you. Bye.
The Philips Fit online coaching program.